Hello friends, welcome once again to our geography class. In the last class we just talked halfway about the pressure and the wind, the different types of pressure that is forming in different places, and from there the wind starts blowing in another direction. So let us continue with that section again, and you can take page number 28. We continue with the pressure and the wind conditions. So the pressure and wind conditions over India are unique. So the pressure over India, it is somewhat unique, something very special. So during winter, there is a high pressure area north of the Himalayas. So the northern part of the Himalaya, there forms a very high pressure. So from there what happens? Then cold and dry winds blow from this region to the low pressure areas over the oceans of the south. So in the north, over the Himalayas, the high pressure forms, and from there a cold and dry wind starts blowing towards south of India, towards the oceans. And in summer, so that was in winter. Then in summer, let's see what happens. In summer, the low pressure area develops over interior Asia as well as over northwestern India. So, in the interior Asia, that is the interior part of the Asian continent, and also the northwest part of India, then here a low pressure forms. Before, over the Himalayas, it was a high pressure forming. Now, here in the summer, there is a low pressure forming. Then this causes a complete reversal of the direction of the wind during the summer. So in the winter it was high pressure over the Himalayas, therefore from high pressure area wind will start blowing from low pressure areas. So wind was blowing from north to south. Now in the northern part low pressure is forming. So then wind is blowing from other place to the low pressure area. So before it was going from north to south, now from south to north it will come. The wind is a reverse. And this causes a complete reversal of the direction of the winds during summer. So air moves from high pressure area over the southern Indian Ocean in a southeasterly direction, crosses the equator and turns right towards the low pressure areas over the Indian subcontinent. So how does the wind move? See the direction of the wind. Air moves from high pressure area to the low pressure area. So that means it is going over the South Indian Ocean. Then from there it goes southeast direction. Then it crosses the equator. Then it turns right towards the low pressure areas over the Indian subcontinent. So you see the wind taking different directions. It is starting from a high pressure area, then it is crossing in different direction, turns in different direction. At the end it will reach finally where the area is having low pressure. And these are known as southwest monsoon winds. So this wind that is moving in this direction, it is called southwest monsoon winds. And these winds blow over the warm oceans, gather moisture and bring widespread rainfall over the mainland of India. So this wind that is carrying lot of moisture and ultimately it is causing the rainfall. So how does it get moisture? So it is blowing over the warm oceans. So this is a cold wind, and when it is blowing through the warm areas of the ocean, the current is warm and it is blowing through that current warm area, then the wind becomes warm and then there is evaporation, and this wind is carrying all this evaporated water, and as it is blowing, it is flowing through the mainland, it is causing rain. So that is how the wind is bringing rain into our mainland, our country. And the upper air circulation in this region is dominated by westerly flow. So upper side of the atmosphere or upper side in the air, there is another current is blowing, another wind is blowing, and that has got another name, that is by westerly flow. And an important component of this flow is called jet stream. We can underline. So there is a upper current is there in the atmosphere, and that is called westerly flow. And among this westerly flow, one important component or one part that is forming this westerly flow is called jet stream. And these jet streams are located approximately over 27 degree to 30 degree north latitude. So towards the northern side in the between 27 and 30 degree latitude, this wind is blowing. Therefore, they are known as subtropical westerly jet streams. So because of their location in the north between 27 degree and 30 degree, they also have got another name. What is that? They are called subtropical westerly jet streams. And over India, these jet streams blow south of Himalayas all through the year except in summer. So this wind is blowing over India except especially over Himalayan mountains, and except in one season, except in summer. All the other seasons, this wind is very steady, very constantly blowing over the Himalayan mountains. And the western cyclonic disturbances experienced in the north and the northwestern parts of our country are brought in by the westerly blow. So sometimes there is cyclonic disturbances are there in our country, cyclone winds are there. So what causes the cyclone? It is caused by this westerly blow, the wind that we are talking about now, the wind that is blowing always except in summer. These winds are very powerful, therefore they are causing the cyclonic effects as well. So in summer, the subtropical westerly jet stream moves north of the Himalayas with the apparent movement of the sun. So towards the summer, we see the sun's direction is moving. Actually, it is not the sun that is moving, the earth is moving, but it is appearing to be sun is moving. So in the summer season and the winter season, we feel the sun is moving. So just for our understanding, we say apparent moving of the sun. It is not the sun that is moving, the earth is moving. Therefore, when we feel that sun has moved in another direction, what happens? The subtropical westerly jet stream moves north of the Himalayas. So this subtropical jet streams, it is moving north of the Himalayan mountains. Then an easterly jet stream called the tropical easterly jet stream blows over peninsular India approximately over 14 degree north during the summer months. So during the summer months, in the direction of 14 degree north, there is another jet stream is blowing to the south side. So it is blowing to the peninsular India, that is the southern part of India. It is blowing at what degree? 14 degree north. What is the name of this stream? Wind stream that is blowing towards the peninsular India. It is called tropical easterly jet stream. So we can underline the name, which is the stream, which is the wind stream that is blowing towards the peninsular India at 14 degree north. That is easterly jet stream blows. So we have westerly jet stream and easterly jet streams. So remember these two. Westerly is blowing between 27 to 30 degree north, and easterly jet stream is blowing in at 14 degree north. Then there is some note is given there about the jet stream. We can read nicely and see. So jet stream, these are the narrow belt of high altitude about 12,000 meters westerly winds in the troposphere. So the jet stream, we said jet stream is a very important component in forming these westerly tropical streams. So these jet streams are a type of wind that is blowing at very high, at a narrow belt. That means it is not spreading, it is just blowing in a narrow way and at a height of 12,000 meters high. So it is blowing in a very high altitude, not in the lower level. So people who are living on this earth or on the surface of the earth, we don't feel, because the wind is blowing at a high altitude. And their speed varies from about 110 km per hour in summer to about 184 km per hour in winter. So the jet streams that are blowing at a 12,000 meter high, their speed also is different. In summer the speed is less, and the winter the speed is high. So in summer it is maybe around 110 kilometers per hour. So it is blowing much faster than a vehicle is running. And in winter means it is much more faster. It goes almost 184 km per hour. So very high, very fast. A number of separate jet streams have been identified. So the scientists who are studying about this earth, they have identified there are different jet streams are there that are blowing at a high altitude of 1200 meters. There are many jet streams. And the most constant are the middle latitude and the subtropical jet streams. So you can underline, two most important jet streams are, one is called mid latitude jet stream and second one is called subtropical jet stream. What are they? First one is mid latitude jet stream and the second one is subtropical jet stream. So remember these names, two important jet streams. What are the specialties of the jet stream? First of all, it is blowing at a very high altitude of 1200 kilometers and it is blowing in a narrow belt. It is not spreading very wide, but in a narrow direction it is going. And it has got speed in summer around 110 kilometers per hour, and in the winter means it may be around 184 kilometers per hour. That is about the specialty of jet streams. And we said two most important jet streams are, one is mid latitude jet stream and second one is subtropical jet stream. So remember these names and these important facts about jet stream, which is the very high speed wind and that is blowing at a very high altitude. Then again we have another column is there, another explanation about the wind that is causing cyclonic disturbances. So we said just now the wind that is blowing from Himalayan side that is causing cyclonic disturbances. Let us see in detail. So the western cyclonic disturbances are weather phenomena of a winter months brought in by the westerly flow from the Mediterranean regions. So these disturbances, the western disturbances or by the western wind, the disturbances are weather phenomena of the winter months. So it is a speciality. Phenomena means as characteristic of the winter months. So this wind comes during winter season, brought in by westerly flow from the Mediterranean region. So from the Mediterranean Sea, the wind that comes, they are the one causing these cyclonic disturbances. They usually influence the weather of the north and northwestern regions of India. So this westerly flow of wind, it is causing cyclonic effects as well as it is causing the effect in the region of north and northwestern region. So these are the two areas which are affected by the westerly wind. So very often it is turning out to be a cyclone. So recent time also we had cyclones in India. So that is all caused by these winds. And tropical cyclones occur during the monsoon as well as in October, November, and are part of the easterly flow. So another disturbances, that is tropical cyclones, the cyclones that are occurring in the tropical region, that is caused by, that is during the monsoon season, that is June, July, August, also during October and November, and it is part of the easterly flow. So before we learned about westerly flow, now it is easterly flow. Then these disturbances affect the coastal regions of the country. So the previous one was affecting the north and the northwest regions. Now this easterly flow is affecting the south regions of India. And have you read or heard about the disasters caused by them on Odisha and Andhra Pradesh coast? So when it is caused by the western flow, very often the state Odisha is affected. They have severe cyclones. And when it is caused by eastern flow, very often the state of Andhra Pradesh is affected. So this is the direction the wind is blowing. So the high speed wind, and that can cause a lot of cyclones and can cause a lot of damages. And this time also West Bengal was affected. Lot of trees were uprooted, buildings collapsed, vehicles flew, and so on. So a lot of damage had taken place. That is the power of the wind. So these two types of winds, easterly flow and the westerly flow, that is causing cyclonic effect, as well as it is causing a lot of damages. So just learn these different names in the different direction they are blowing, and when they are blowing, which are the areas that are affected, east, west, south, and so on. So read nicely again and again and try to understand the direction, and also look at the pictures that are given there. The maps are there, and look at this map and learn. The arrow is given, each wind, the name also is given there. So in which direction they are flowing, and try to look at the picture and learn, so that it will remain in your mind. So always verify with a text or with a map or with atlas, and then try to understand. Then you will be able to keep it in your memory for a longer time. So now let us come to another topic, that is about Indian monsoon. So the monsoon season, you know what comes into our mind. As soon as we hear monsoon season, it comes to our mind that we get lot of rain. Monsoon season is already almost coming. Even before that, we already started getting rain. So it officially comes the first week of June. So even before that, we were already getting rains due to some other cyclonic effect and so on. So now we are getting the monsoon rain. Always we receive the first week of June from the south. We receive the rainfall. It is starting from the south, then slowly it is advancing towards the northern side of India. So let us see about what causes that monsoon rain, or what brings that monsoon rain into our country, and how do we benefit from that monsoon wind and so on. The climate of India is strongly influenced by monsoon winds. So we say the climate of India is strongly influenced by monsoon India. So this is one of the things that is influencing the climate of India. Let's see how it is influencing the climate of India. The sailors who came to India in historic times were one of the first to have noticed the phenomenon of the monsoon. So olden times, when before India got independence, we know how the foreigners came to our country through the way of sea route, and mainly for the purpose of doing business with India. So as they were traveling by ship, because those days there was no aeroplane, the only way of traveling from one country to another was going through the sea. So as they were traveling through the sea by ship, they noticed that there is a phenomenon of the monsoon. Earlier we said what is the meaning of monsoon and so on. Do you remember what is the meaning of monsoon? Monsoon means season. It is coming from which word? It is coming from an Arabic word and which means season. So they were able to notice as they were traveling through the sea, there is something, there is a phenomena of monsoon. They benefited from the reversal of the wind system as they came by sailing ships in the mercy of winds. So those days ships did not have engine. They will have a big man hanging and it will be spread out by pulling the ropes, and when the wind comes it will hit the mat, and by the force of this wind the ship will be able to move faster. And if the wind is in opposite direction, then poor fellows, they have to suffer. They have to bring down the mat and just remain till the wind is over. They have to wait. So those days they realized there is a wind blowing in this direction, and so they were able to benefit from that wind. They were able to travel faster because of the force of the wind. So those sailors, they noticed that. The Arabs, who had also come to India as traders, named this seasonal reversal of the wind system monsoon. So earlier we said the monsoon, and the word monsoon comes from an Arabic word. So it is a monsoon trader, the Arabic traders who came to India and noticed this one, and they gave in their own language, they call this monsoon. So that is how the word monsoon came, because the Arabic traders realized that there is a wind helping them to travel faster, and they use their own language to call that wind monsoon. And slowly it became a part of our language, part of our climate and so on. And for this wind we are also calling it by the same. So understood how the river got the name monsoon. Arabic people came to India for trade, and they realized this, the speed of the wind, and therefore they call in their own language, call it monsoon. Let's see now how the monsoon is helping us. The monsoons are experienced in the tropical area roughly between 20° north and 20° south. To understand the mechanism of the monsoon, the following factors are important. So these monsoon winds are going between 20° north and 20° south. So in the southern hemisphere 20°, and the northern hemisphere also 20°. So between this the wind is blowing. So it is not a narrow belt, it is a very big belt. Let's see how it is. What are the important facts about this? So first one is the differential heating and cooling of land and water. So we know water and the land, they are not same stuff. They don't get equally heated up. So that creates a low pressure on the landmass of India, while the seas around experience comparatively high pressure. So the sea is getting heated up very fast than the land. Therefore over the sea there will be a high pressure, and the land is slowly becoming hotter, and therefore there will be a low pressure. So over the sea there is a high pressure, and over the land there is a low pressure. Therefore the wind will blow from sea to the land, because over the sea there is high pressure. The wind is always blowing from high pressure to low pressure area. Therefore wind is blowing from sea to the land. And the shift of the position of Intertropical Convergence zone. So there is a zone, area called Intertropical Convergence zone. So in summer, over the Ganga plain, this is the equatorial trough, normally positioned at 5° north of the equator, also known as the monsoon trough during the monsoon season. So in summer, there is a shift of the position of the intertropical convergence. So it is falling somewhat over that northern plains near the Ganga river. And third one is the presence of the high pressure area east of Zanzibar, Madagascar approximately at 20° south. And the intensity and position of this high pressure area affects the Indian monsoon. So another thing that is affecting the Indian monsoon is the presence of high pressure area east of the Madagascar and approximately at 20° south. So earlier we said the wind is blowing between 20° south and 20° north. So there is also, especially at the east of Madagascar, there is a high pressure area that is also affecting the monsoon wind. Then the fourth one is the Tibetan Plateau gets intensely heated during the summer, which results in strong vertical air currents and the formation of high pressure over the plateau at about 9 km above the sea level. So the Tibetan Plateau, that is in the Tibet, there is a formation of high pressure. There is intensely heated. That area becomes very hot. Because of that, the area is getting heated up, and there is a strong vertical air currents. So the air is going in a vertical way, and that way the formation of high pressure over the plateau at about 9 km above the sea level. So because of this heating of the place, and there is a high air pressure about 9 km above the sea level that is formed. Then the fifth one is the movement of the westerly jet stream to the north of the Himalayas and the presence of the tropical easterly jet stream over the Indian peninsula during the summer. So earlier we said about two types of wind that is blowing. That is, one is easterly, east-westerly jet stream. Another one is east jet stream. So these two are moving in different directions. So what direction are they moving? The movement of the westerly jet stream, that is moving over the north of the Himalayas. It is moving to the north of the Himalayas. Then the presence of the tropical easterly jet stream, that is moving towards the Indian peninsula. So these two streams are also flowing. So because of all these effects, the monsoon is taking place. So there are 5 reasons why the monsoon is happening, or why the monsoon is taking place. Let us see once again what are the reasons, or what are the facts, or what are the responsible factors for the taking place of these monsoon winds. First of all, the differential heating and cooling of the land to water. So the land becomes hot slowly, but the water becomes hot very fast. Therefore, from the sea, the wind is blowing towards the land. That is one reason for the cause of this wind. And second one is the shift of the position of the Intertropical Convergence zone, which is over the Ganga plain. So the place is shifted. That convergence zone is shifted. That also causing the flow of wind. Then thirdly, there is a presence of high pressure area near Madagascar, approximately over 20° south over Indian Ocean. So presence of that high pressure area during the or near the Madagascar, that also is causing the flow of wind from ocean to the land. Then the fourth reason is the Tibetan Plateau gets intensely heated up. So during the summer, the Tibetan Plateau, it is becoming very hot, and therefore there is a flow of wind from the high pressure area to the lower pressure area. And the last one is the movement of the westerly jet stream towards the northern part of the Himalayas. Then the movement of the easterly jet stream towards the peninsula India. So because of this different high pressure in different places, and that is causing the movement of the wind, and finally all these are responsible for the new wind called monsoon wind. So These are the reasons responsible for the causing of this monsoon wind. So let us so see what is intertropical convergence zone. We said about one of the reasons for this monsoon wind is intertropical convergence zone. Let us see what is it. So the intertropical convergence zone is a broad trough of low pressure in equatorial latitudes. So we said there is a change of the shift of the position of the intertropical convergence zone. It is an area where there is a low pressure, and this is where the northeast and the southeast trade winds converge. So in this region, the wind that is coming from the northeast and the southeast, they converge, they meet each other. Then this convergence zone lies more or less parallel to the equator, but moves north or south with the apparent movement of the sun. So usually this place of where these two winds meet together, that is called intertropical convergence zone. So this is usually near the equator, but because of the rotation of the earth, it is sometimes changed. According to the season, this place where these two winds are meeting, it is changed. So that is also causing the wind called monsoon wind. So that is what these are the responsible factors for the conversion or the creation of this monsoon wind. So we shall wind it up today, and this about monsoon still not at over, still there is, and we shall continue in the next class and try to help you to understand better. So thank you for listening. Bye.